What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. I'm so thankful for your love and support. Thank you so much for those who have already subscribed. If you have not subscribed to the channel, click the subscribe button down below. If you end up liking this video, click the like button. If you end up wanting to share it with a family member or friend, please share it. It really helps the channel a lot. So again, thank you for being here. If you don't know me, my name is Donna. I have my doctorate in physical therapy. I have my master's in theology, and then I have my bachelor's in health sciences. So I'm all about health, not just physical health, but again, physical health, spiritual health, emotional health, mental health, financial health, occupational health, the whole spectrum, holistic health. And so I just want to thank you guys for being here. As you can tell by the title of this video, I want to give you guys a little rundown on what stress is. And I want to give you guys 10 of the best stress tips. I do want to mention, I am not your doctor. I'm not your physical therapist. I am not your healthcare provider. So if you are going through something serious and grave, please consult your healthcare provider. Please consult your doctor. You hear all the time, people are always saying, I'm so stressed, I feel stressed, I have stress. But what is it? So technically, stress is not bad. It's not a bad thing to feel stressed or to have stress. It's actually very normal, and it's actually a very good sign that your body is giving you when you are adjusting to or about to confront a challenge or a change in your life. So it's your body's reaction, and it's your body's way of telling you like, hey, something's going on. Does not always have to mean it's a bad thing. Stress does not always have to be a bad thing. I guess we can start by just really quickly categorizing different types of stress. So whether it's acute or more of a short term, or a stress that's about to come and go real quick in your life, or a chronic stress, like a long-term stressor that's been going on or that will continue going on for a while. So some examples of acute stressors or those short-term stresses are, for example, if you're driving, right, and you hit the brake because you feel like you're about to hit a car in front of you or whatnot, if something happens and your heart starts beating fast and you start getting worried and tense and whatnot. That's an example. If you have a test coming up and you're studying and you're about to take the exam and you're, again, flustered and tense, or if you have a job interview coming up, or if you have a million things on your to-do list and you feel so stressed out that they're not going to get done. And then there's chronic stress, the more long-term, or I feel like the more involved, deeper, heavier stressors in life. So whether that's even a good thing like getting married, that's an adjustment, that's a change in life. Having a baby, again, it can be a great thing, but it causes your body a lot of change, and it's just a new adjustment in life. Something like moving, or getting a new job, having long-term money problems, financial issues, or relationship issues. All of this can accumulate and add up over time. So given all that, there are a lot of reasons that you can feel stressed, but I do want to encourage you just right now that given all these stresses, whether they're external from the outside or whether they're internal from your mind, you are still in control. So don't forget that you are in control. You are in control of your mind. You are in control of how you react to the stressor. So now some of the physical signs and symptoms that might be a result of the stress that you are experiencing or one might experience. So physical symptoms and signs include your pulse going up, your heart rate going up, or your blood pressure going up, you feeling lightheaded or dizzy, or having chest pain or muscle tension, if your neck is tight, if your back hurts. Again, not saying that that's because of stress, but it could very well likely be related to or because of stress. You can even develop skin problems, so something like hives breaking out on your skin. You can also develop digestive problems like either constipation or diarrhea, overall body aches, or just overall your immune system is weakened because of the toll that it's taking on your body. And then there are the emotional and mental side effects and results of stress. So these include things like anxiety and irritability, depression, panic attacks, just feelings of sadness. So let me talk about the 10 tips that I have for you to relieve your stress or to even prevent stress from even happening. So the first thing is physical exercise. You've heard how good it is for you. So something like going out for a 10-minute walk, stroll down your sidewalk and come back home. That's all that it's going to take just to get blood pumping to your brain, get those good feel-good hormones going. And again, you don't have to go train for a marathon to relieve your stress, which if that works for you, that's great. But again, something like 10 minutes a day of stretches or exercises can really just create that blood flow pumping to your muscles to relieve those muscles and those muscle tensions and get those feel-good hormones pumping throughout your system as well. The second thing, they're not in any particular order, but the second thing is getting good sleep. There are people who are all about like, I don't sleep, team no sleep, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Don't do that. Sleep your 7 to 9 hours a day so that your body can heal, your mind can heal, you can think more clearly, you can make better decisions, and you won't feel like you're maybe as intensely standing under a dark cloud every single day because you're so fogged up in your mind. The next thing is food. So eat good food. You know the saying, you are what you eat? It's very much true. The food that you ingest, the food that you eat has a result on how you feel. So I will go ahead and list some of the foods that are actually helpful, and the nutrients and the compounds that they have that will go into your body will actually make you feel better. And speaking of food, it's also pretty important to have a good breakfast. I know that people are on different schedules, whether it's with intermittent fasting or with dieting or whatnot, to skip breakfast. But in order to stabilize your circadian rhythm and for your body to know that it's awake and alert, don't have 5 donuts for breakfast with an espresso or a strong cup of coffee. Have a high protein meal that's going to keep you satiated and full for a longer period of time, and avoid that crash, because your body and your mind automatically not feeling well from the foods that it's eating is both directly and indirectly going to cause you additional stress. So the next thing on the list is reflection and mindfulness or meditation. You could do this in the middle of the day, you could do this in the beginning or the end of the day, just taking a moment to pause and reflect on where you're at. Think about where your feet are grounded right here, right now. Don't focus on the past. Don't think about the future. Just focus on where you're at right now and think about how you're feeling right now, and just ground yourself and be present in the moment. Again, there are actually many apps that will walk you through this, that will talk you through this, that will actually help your body physically and mentally just decompress within a matter of 5 minutes. The next stress relieving technique is gratitude. So there was actually a study done, and I might find the article and link it down below. There was a study done showing that the part of the brain that is related to anxiety and stress cannot be active at the same time that the part of the brain that is related to gratitude and gratefulness is active. So your brain cannot be stressed and grateful at the same time. So replacing your stressful thoughts with grateful thoughts can actually help shift your brain waves into changing your perspective and having a more positive perspective on life, and hence changing the physiological makeup of what's going on in your brain and your body. The next stress relieving technique is to set goals. So this can be very different for people in different seasons of life, whether you're a new mom and your goal is to just get out of bed and shower that day, or whether you are a CEO at a crazy big company, your goals might look a little different, but having goals in general just makes you feel accomplished, right? Like even setting 1 goal or 2 goals, personal goals a day or per week or per month, can help you feel this sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. And then this will likely trickle into other areas of life where you feel confident, able to handle anything that comes your way. The next stress relieving technique is to do something that makes you feel good. So I don't say this to encourage you to go eat a whole chocolate cake or, again, eat a bunch of donuts because that's gonna make you feel good. That's a temporary feel good, and that is so not good for you in the long run. I would actually recommend not letting food be part of your goals. So this can literally be something as simple as putting on a nice outfit or putting makeup on or calling a friend or even texting somebody that you haven't texted in a while. Or something that not many people think of is actually serving. So going out to a soup kitchen or a food pantry to serve one day that week or one day that month can actually help you feel so good. It gets you out of your bubble. It gets you out of your own little world. Serving and helping others out in the form or shape of volunteering or however you want to do this, it's actually very beneficial. And there have even been studies on this about how your body reacts to when you help others. It's actually crazy because when you help others, you actually feel so much better yourself. The 8th tip that I have for you is interesting. So earlier I said, don't forget that you have control over your mind, over how you react and how you feel about the stress. With that said, do not let worry become your method of control. So this might be kind of interesting to think of and to conjure up in your mind, but worry can be a control mechanism. By worrying, you're taking the thing into your own hands, you're burdening yourself, you're carrying it on your shoulders. You think that by worrying, somehow something can change, but it can't. So let go of worrying about that issue and let go of letting worry be your control method. Number 9, stress relieving technique is to stay connected and be part of a community or have good friends that can support you and encourage you in your time of need. It's so important to be part of a community, to have good friends that in times that you need them, they can pour out support and encouragement, whether it's verbal, whether it's just being there for you, whatever works, but just having one person or people around you that can make you feel better in your time of stress is so important. And then the last thing, I know this might seem a little taboo to some people, but it's actually therapy or counseling. I hope this is becoming more and more destigmatized and less of a stigma to do, but I highly recommend seeking a counselor, seeking a therapist, whether it's virtual or in person. As long as you and this person are a good match, it can be so helpful in the long run. Also, if you are a Christian and you do have a church that you go to, see if they have counselors or if they have mentors that you can take on, that you can go to and just open up every part of your life about. Also, this is a little bit of a bonus tip, I guess tip 11, bonus tip. If you are a Christian, something that I would highly recommend is repeating or rehearsing or memorizing Bible verses or a Bible verse. So if there's a verse that sticks out to you in this season, in the situation that you're going through, memorize it and rehearse it and try to remember it, whether it's putting sticky notes all over the walls or whatever, putting it as your wallpaper, whatever it is, just to remind you of that verse in this season as you go through these thoughts and these stresses. And whether you're a person of faith or not, just remembering the battlefield is in your mind. The battle is in your mind. The battle is not against your coworker. The battle is not against your boss. It's not against your mom or dad. It's not against your brother or your spouse or your sibling. It's not against... You're not fighting them. You're fighting the battle in your mind, because people do not have control over how you feel. And vice versa, you do not have control over how other people feel. The things people can say and do are on them, and the things that you say and do are on you. So just remember, the battle is all up here. The fight is all up here. So if you can fight the battle in here, you will fight and you will conquer out there. Have confidence that you can win. Have confidence that you have all the tools that you need to succeed. You have all the tools you need to be victorious. You are not alone. So many people have felt exactly what you're feeling. So many people have gone through or are going through exactly what you're going through. You're not alone. I hope this was helpful. I know this was really quick. I know I kind of went through the points pretty quickly, and each point in and of itself is a whole topic in and of itself. And so again, I hope this was helpful. If it was, please like this video, share it with someone who might need it. Subscribe to the channel if this is interesting, or if you would like to see more videos like this. If you would like to see other videos or other topics, again, feel free to comment it down below. Again, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Thank you for your love, for your support. Be well and have joy, my friends. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.